everyone, happy weekend. My name is Ifwa Akra Harrison. Coming up in this edition of News Generation, students of the Unity Cluster of Schools in Accra walk at least 5 minutes to use the washroom. Celebrities to be fined for influencing children wrongly. We visit Tomefa here in the Greater Accra region, and it's World Happiness Day. So what makes you happy? All on this edition of News Generation. Please stay with us. Catch up with us on social media. It's facebook.com/newsgenerationgh. We are also on Twitter at NewsGenGH. Now, pupils of the Unity Cluster of Schools have to hold their poo and pee in school because they do not have toilets. They are also not allowed to use the one reserved for their teachers.
The over 500 pupils on the Unity Cluster of Schools compound at Mamobi here in Accra say they are unhappy. They sometimes have to use classes hours just to walk meters away from the school to use a public toilet. Their compound houses 4 schools: Unity JHS, Wilberforce Primary, Kanda North, and Ajabin Primary Schools. The pupils told Joy News, though the teachers have a toilet facility located on the school compound, they have to cross the street and use part of their feeding fee to pay and use the public toilet.
It has been a problem for us because sometimes it will be paining you. By the time that you get to that place, the place is far at the market, so you have to pay maybe 40 pesos or 20 pesos. And some of the children, they are little girls and boys. So we asked for the teachers to help us. Even the teachers too have private. And we are asking for them to give us some toilet so that it will be easy for us.
What's the effect?
The effect is that maybe a car can hit us.
If they want to go to private, they can't go. So they have to shit on themselves.
We go to the private toilet at Nima. We pay 30 pesos before we go.
So I took a stroll with one of the pupils to the public toilet. Is the public toilet the pupils we just spoke to come to when they have to attend to nature's call. And it's about 5 minutes walk from their school, as you saw me journey with a little boy. Aside using their feeding fee to pay 40 pesos to attend to this nature's call, the students say crossing the streets alone is dangerous to them. Meanwhile, the head of drains and maintenance at the Accra Metropolitan Assembly, Graham Saba, tells Joy News, rehabilitation of toilets for public schools in the metropolis has begun. He says pupils at the Unity Cluster should expect a toilet facility by the end of the year.
They have toilets, but the toilets are not functioning. They were not taking proper care of the toilets. And we are not just closing our eyes to those problems. We have a facility to construct toilets in the whole of Greater Accra. And the Unity School that you are talking of is part of it. We are hoping that mostly by the end of this year, we would have completed all these 35 schools.
Until then, pupils of Unity Cluster of Schools will have to hold up nature's call a while longer or walk the extra meters to use the public toilet. Hannah Odame reporting for Joy News.
The situation from the Unity Cluster of Schools. Now, your favorite local celebrity may no longer feature in any advert on alcohol. The Food and Drugs Authority thinks they could influence you wrongly. What's that all about anyway?
My favorite celebrity is John Dumedu. I think I like him because of the things he does, the way he acts.
I like Selena Boateng.
What is special about Selena Boateng that you like?
Because of her love for gospel songs, and then the lyrics in her song too are powerful.
Miss V.
And why?
Because she About her natural song, her natural girl, the song she made. She educated Ghana girls to stay natural.
Many children have celebrities or famous people they rave about. They admire them and probably want to be like them. Parents want their children to be influenced by people who dress well and create attention around their good deeds. Companies also tap into the influence of celebrities to sell their products, hoping that the people who admire them will buy. There have been questions about the influence the celebrity culture has on children, and some academic studies too. A research in the United Kingdom and the United States found that celebrities who endorse specific foods in TV commercials are a powerful influence on children, and that effect may extend beyond the advertisement itself, affecting what and how much children eat. What about alcohol? Some research has identified adverts of alcohol with celebrities as a way of creating loyalty among children. It is an issue of catching them young. Alcohol advertisements are among the most likely to be remembered by children as they usually show scenes of dancing, clubbing, lively music, all things young people could identify with. Children do find such adverts attractive. There has been no such study in Ghana, but the Food and Drugs Authority has banned some celebrities from advertising any alcohol as they may influence young fans.
Some people look up to them, and if they see them on TV advertising such things, they get influenced. Maybe they wouldn't drink it, but they see the celebrities and start to see them in another way. They get influenced by what they do on the TV.
Someone like Funny Face, the kids look up to him, so he shouldn't be advertising those alcoholic drinks because he's likely to influence them to take in alcohol, which is very bad.
Many young people have these people as their role models, so when they are advertising items like alcohol, the young people are influenced to engage in alcohol drinking and stuff like that, so they should be banned.
I don't think you should ban them for making alcohol, but they should know the way they should do it in a way that kids will not be tempted to taste some or try it.
I think that John Dumelo advertising alcohol will not affect me much because I know I've learned from so many places that alcohol is not something good. So even if I see him do it, it won't affect me. But I still will give it some thoughts because I want to become like him, like the way he acts, and he's advertising alcohol can affect me a bit because I will be thinking about it.
The advertisement of alcohol is growing a lot, and if it's involving famous people, I think the population will also be involved in taking in alcohol, so I think we should ban them.
I think famous people advertising those drinks it's not good.
Let's say someone I like very much is involved, I follow what the person does. So when the person tells me, let's say, when you take this one, it will help you do this, I'll by all means try to be on what the person said.
I know at my age I'm not supposed to take alcohol, so in any ways, the way I've been educated on it, I'll not feel or I'll not even make a second thought about trying it.
The FDA says any celebrity who breaks the directive will be fined 25,000 Ghana cedis.
An hour's river ride to school. That is what young people in Tomefa have to do to get to school. Bibi Bedua Afo visited the area. Some of the children tell her about what they go through every day just to access education.
This is Tomefa. It is an Ewe community. The name simply means peace town. And indeed, the people here are very peaceful. These people migrated all the way from Ada in 1979 to settle on this island called Tokope. But they had to migrate from that place because it was a waterlogged area. Now, the people of Tomefa here, 36 years since they came here, have problems in getting access to potable water, in getting quality education, and clinics for better health care. So follow me as we explore the town of Tomefa. Students have to join these canoes at 6 a.m. every weekday to get to and from their schools. It is their best shot at formal education.
There's not any good road in this village. The road that is there is rough road, so cars don't want to come to this place. So every day we have to cross this river.
I'm coming to cross the river to school. It's about 30 minutes or 1 hour.
I'm not happy about it. I feel sad because sometimes if you're on the river top before it started to rain, you wet, and if the earth is blowing, you will not feel comfortable in the boat.
You'll be afraid when you are on the river. Even when the wind is blowing, you'll be afraid.
It can affect your learning, and maybe if BC time, maybe there are some things that they have to taught, but they've never taught that, so it can affect you in many ways.
This is the only way I can pass.
Sometimes you can miss class hours.
And don't that affect your academic work?
It affects because maybe the time that you get to that place, they've taught a lot of things and you were not in the class. Maybe you don't understand. Maybe a friend can explain it to you, but you can't understand it like how the teacher will explain it to you.
I want the government to build a school for us in this village.
They do this without the safety of a life jacket. But canoes are a major part of the lives of the people of Tomefa. Without them, they would be cut from the rest of Ghana. Both young and old depend on the River Densu for their transportation to other parts of Accra. The young people in Tomefa who fear using the river attain knowledge from this privately owned school. They study under terrible conditions. Children of different ages and classes learn under one roof, with only 2 teachers supervising them. Residents say getting a school in the community would allow the children access safe education. Mr. Samuel Kranti Akuraku is the proprietor of this private school. He has been running the school for 5 years under serious challenges.
I alone teach the whole, this is 7 classes. I alone teach them alone. And the teachers that I have employed too, sometimes I get difficult to pay them. At the first year, it was free. Second year, as they begin to come, I buy water like 2 cents a day. I buy chalk, I buy pen, and I have to pay the teacher. So I've told them that you're supposed to pay your 50 pesos so that I can get it to, pay the teacher so that they buy water. And some of the books, some of them didn't have books. I use some of the money to buy books for them. Some are orphans that are here. About 40 of them, they are here. So they are under my care. They don't pay these 50 pesos too. They don't pay anything. I need a school building. If they can come to my aid to build a building, because here that we are learning the roof links. So whenever it showers, then all their books, everything, they have to maybe pack them into this small room.
In spite of their worries, these children continue to pledge their allegiance to Ghana.
To be faithful and loyal to Ghana, my motherland. I pledge myself to the service of Ghana with all my strength and with all my heart.
International Day of Happiness is marked across the globe every 20th March. The day was proclaimed in July 2012 and has since been celebrated in countries that form the United Nations. This year, the focus is on the type of music people listen to in order to make them happy. So here in Ghana, what makes young people happy and What do you do to make you happy?
I'm happy that all my family members and my parents and my friends and everybody I know, they are all alive today.
Being in school, studying how to like write my BEC and other things, and continuing my education makes me happy.
I become happy whenever something successful happens, and if the thing that happens brings what honor and respect to our school or any place, I become happy.
With the help of my parents and all my friends, my teachers and my loved ones, that makes me so happy.
I'm happy because I'm alive, and I give thanks to God, the God Almighty.
If I want to be happy, I just read my books.
Sometimes by reading interesting stories that are very fascinating, that will make you happy.
I am happy because we won in third place. Yes, we're in third place, so that's make me happy.
Once my parents are still alive, it will make me very happy.
If I want to be happy, I sometimes sing or argue with my friends about some issues that are worrying me.
The Asiedu Keteke Sub-Metro Directorate of Education organized a debate for schools in the area on Friday. News Generation interacted with some of the participants after the event. They tell us they are not only happy to have won, they also learned a lot from the debate.
Students of Derby Avenue RC Basic School were happy as third place winners.
I was very excited when I was chosen to represent my school.
I feel happy to be one of the people chosen to represent my school.
It was very educative.
It feels very happy, but for your first time, you just look a little bit anxious.
My experience today was very nice. I never knew I could even be able to stand in front of people.
I had confidence in whatever I did, and so you must be able to stand out, to tell the people your point of view.
I've learned that we should be very free when it comes to debates and learn more practicals because we don't know when we'll be choosing to represent a school.
I learned that communal labor is a gathering. It's when a gathering takes place to accomplish a task.
I learned so many things. I learned that some countries, I never knew some countries like Kenya call the cleaning day Harambe, which means all put together. And I also learned that the age at which marriage is being made should not be lowered to 16 years.
I can share with you my joy, and I also tell everyone out there to be full of courage. Don't be frightened when you are in front of people. Just do it and live.
Independence Avenue Basic School was second, and the ultimate winners were students of Ayalolo 1 and 2 GHS.
I feel very happy and proud. Very, very happy. Very happy. Yeah.
I feel very happy, very, very excited.
I'm very happy, and first of all, I thank God for seeing us through the competition. I did not expect us to become the first, but by the grace of God, we are first.
I want to thank my teachers. They helped us in everything that we did.
The teachers, they worked together to make sure that we win the debate.
It was the studying, especially when there is debate on the television, right? Like, I sit down and take everything that they do, all the actions, everything, and it was also according to my learning and also according to my teachers, the guidelines they give it to us.
It feels very responsible. Yeah.
I've learned that marrying at the age of 16 years should not be allowed.
Can you imagine being roped to the back of a motorcycle to school? That's exactly what an 8-year-old went through in India as punishment for refusing to go to school. So should children be compelled to go to school? The man said his daughter had an exam yet refused to go to school. According to the police, the man tried to convince the girl to go to school, but that yielded no results. So he tied her to the back of his motorcycle and took her to school. It occurred in a village in the district of Mathura. Police in India have charged the man for breaching peace, but he has been released on bail.
I think that the father maltreated the girl because if he had waited and discussed it with the girl and tell her that this and that to the girl will maybe understand and go to school. But if he tried and put him on the ground on the bike, that's not good.
Why didn't the man put the bike down and hold the girl's hand to the school?
The man have to allow the girl to sit on the bike or hold the hand of the girl, then send the girl to the school.
The man should have left here.
The 40-year-old was arrested following reports by local media which included photos of the abuse taken by onlookers. Many people who witnessed the incident accused the man of wickedness. The man spent 1 day in jail but still believes he did the right thing. For him, his daughter will not die if he takes her to school, but she will die if she doesn't study. This issue comes at a period when Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi has pioneered a big campaign to educate girls in a country where many of them do not go to school in rural areas. "38 final year students of the Agri Memorial Senior High School in Cape Coast are likely to miss their final year examinations. This is because school authorities failed to register them for the West African Secondary School Certificate Examinations, which starts in 2 weeks. Headmaster of the school told Joy News the students have not paid their school fees since the first term of the academic year. The 20-month-old toddler who was dumped in a pit latrine by suspected kidnappers is out of the hospital. About a month ago, Joy News aired the story about how baby Gerard Annan was discovered in the pit latrine covered in human excreta at Obratrewu in the central region. After some weeks in hospital, Gerard is doing well. His mother, however, says he sometimes has flashes of the incident and is unable to sleep soundly at night. Millions of people in the UK and Northern Europe had a glimpse of a solar eclipse between the hours of 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. Friday. A great strip of the Earth's surface was plunged into darkness as the moon came between the sun and the Earth. The deep shadow formed first in the North Atlantic and then swept up into the Arctic, ending at the North Pole. Manchester United manager Louis van Gaal says he will retire from football when his spell with the club ends. The 63-year-old, who is contracted to United until 2017 after joining the club last summer, wants to spend more time with his family. Dutchman van Gaal has coached some of Europe's biggest clubs, including Barcelona, Bayern Munich and Ajax in his career. Ethiopia has destroyed its entire stockpile of illegally poached elephant ivory in an effort to curb poaching. 6 tons of tusks, carvings and jewelry were burned in the capital, Addis Ababa. It is the second African country, after Kenya, to burn its ivory stockpile to discourage the black market's trading. Ethiopia has lost more than 90% of its elephants since the 1980s. Now, before we go, let's take some of your comments on Facebook. We asked on our page, what is your happiness song as the world marks International Music Day? Joseph Flames Kabusin says, Don't Let Me Fall by Akon is his all-time favorite. And Julian Bruma says, Angel Hayes, Battle Cry. That is his happiness song. We also asked you, what makes you happy? And Kweku says, helping the poor in society and doing my social work. It makes me feel like I'm on top of the world. And Richmond Osemensa put his song under this quote instead. He says, Loliwe by Zahara. Who is that? I think I have to go and Google Loliwe by Sahara. And Julian Bruma again says, anytime I see Ifwa Akwa Harrison on TV, I become very happy. She inspires me. Well, I'm glad I inspire you, Julian. And on that note, we end News Generation for today. Remember, you can always catch up with us on social media. It's facebook.com/newsgenerationgh. And we're on Twitter as well. It's at NewsGenGH. Until next time, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye.